Hey everybody, this is Grace. In this video, I'm going to talk about this whole, being demonetized and then remonetized. What do they want? Now, I'm going to preface this by saying that I've never heard anybody say what I'm about to say. Okay, I've never, any tipster, any of that. And I could be very wrong, but this is how I feel about it. This is what I think about it. On what do they want to see that they would start putting ads on those of us who've been demonetized, on to get remonetized. What do they want? Now, as we know, it's the past 12 months, the 4,000 hours of watch time, the 1,000 plus, at least 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, I'm talking about beyond that. They have mentioned, you could hear from several people that they are wanting something that they would put their ads on. We all went through that, probably those of us, where they would do that no ads thing because it wasn't what they wanted. What did they want? Now, my personal opinion on this is that what they're looking for is someone who's selling something, selling a service or a how-to. They're doing, selling something, doing how-tos, DIYs, all this kind of thing. They have their brand. They have a brand. They're doing something to draw, it's all very simple, but something to draw people in to watch their videos, okay, of course, but there's more. Okay, let me start with this as an example. Say you do a DIY of how you did it. You might not be an expert on it, but how you put up a light, or how you program something. And that means that if somebody watches this, people watch it, I mean somebody wants to watch it. They're in the mood to learn, the mood to do. So what would the advertisements be? It was want. Well, first of all, you're drawing in people. Second of all, they're in the mood. That's important. They're in a mood, whether it's a mood to shop, a mood to do, a mood, they're going to need supplies. So what would the ads be put on it? It's something that is, they're in this let's say shopping mood. Okay? So, it's something electrical or something like that. So what kind of ads would be? Like Lowe's, Home Depot? Yeah. Because that person's already in the mood. They're not having to work at getting people in the mood to see that, to look at that ad and say, oh, I need to go to there. I need to go to Lowe's, or I need to go to Home Depot and get some of the supplies, You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So basically, your video is either putting people in the mood, just the title of it. And then here comes the ad, and you might place another one somewhere else in the video, that they're in that mood. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to say it too much, but sometimes it's not too clear. Yeah. I mean, it's all very simple to see. And it doesn't have to be something like a DIY. It could be that you are offering some kind of how to program your computer or something. And hey, they put an ad about computers or some kind of service for computers. Anything that relates to it. And like I said, the person's already in that mood. Okay, now, of course, I don't know exactly what they would want, but it could be something, it might be, I don't know for certain. Can't tell you 100%, just my opinion. I could be wrong. Like cooking. I'm worse at doing cooking videos because I'm not that good at cooking. But you do a cooking video. The person is in the mood to learn about something about cooking, or maybe they just want to see food, being cooked. You see what I'm saying? They're in a mood. So what kind of ad would be placed on that? Something where they would find even more reason to be in a mood, to go get out there and go shopping. See what I'm saying? Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Okay, and of course what I was thinking about with all of this is what would be my brand, my own brand. Now, I have actually looked through them, and I had a video I made a long time ago, is what would I sell on YouTube. Never put it up, never made it public. I never figured it out. And I just can't think of anything I would do. Adam's even said that, that once he retires, which who knows how long that will be, that he'd like to do something like that. Okay, and he can't come up with anything either, you know. So, but I also will say this. I had thought of one thing, and there was somebody who was doing something similar already. But I had already been doing that one particular thing for years before I was on YouTube. Now, when I mentioned it to this other person that I did that, but I did also something else, guess what? Yeah, you know, I didn't learn from my own advice, did I? Yeah, a copycat. That person jumped on my idea so fast, it made my head spin, you know? And, yeah. Do you think it's going to stop me? No. But I can see where that person could turn around and say, well, she's a copycat. I don't care. But I really don't think of that as would be my brand. I guess it's what they call when they say brand. You know, it might be that you make stuff about your channel. Some people do that. But when you really think about it, okay, let's get to that point. When you really think about it, the people who were already grandparented in, I don't want to say grandfathered in, because it's, you know, male, female, I'm like that about that. But they had already had the monetization. They'd already met those other restrictions. So their channels are still being monetized. They didn't ever drop down, you know, to where they were demonetized. So their channels, is anybody looking at them and saying, this channel shouldn't be up there, you know? So they don't have to worry about what is their brand. Their brand is always already there. I mean, their monetization is already there. Now, what is their brand? If you look at them, what I've seen, I haven't seen everything, is that, yeah, they're selling something. And sometimes it's just a load of, you know, seriously. Sometimes it's advice that they should not be given. They should not be giving it to anybody. That's a thorn in my side kind of thing. Okay, anyway, but yeah, they are selling something. It's a how-to. Now, when you do how-tos, there are a lot of problems, can be a lot of problems with that. You know, with, like if you're giving some kind of advice that you shouldn't be giving, you know, like medical, or some people, they give advice on diets. I saw that a few years ago, a couple of years ago maybe. Somebody giving advice about diets that they weren't qualified to do that. That could be harmful to somebody. To tell people this is how you're supposed to eat, when you don't know. And that none of the videos that I saw of this woman that was doing them, did she say it's not for everybody? I'm not a healthcare professional, you know, any of that. She just, you know, gave it like a voice of authority. That could be dangerous. You see, that could be very dangerous. Okay, and that could be in anything, you know, really. Seriously, like, you know, doing something electrical. If a person doesn't know, turn off the breaker box, and you don't say that, the breaker box isn't always what's going to help the person, you know, not get killed. There's so much to that. So much a person needs to know, has to know, and needs to be able to explain that this is what you do. You know, you see what I'm saying? Okay, and another thing is that I've seen, and I've done videos on this over these past 3.5 years, is the E-Beggars, you know, the con artists, the ones that have the sob stories, and they get the money, and the next thing you do, you see them going out there spending it on a bunch of small purchases or big purchases, and that wasn't the whole thing. And then they can do it again, round and around and around it goes, you know. Okay, sorry, I'm having allergies. It's allergy season for me. Yeah. I had to cut it off. But, so where was I? But yeah, I think this is one thing that they're looking for, is what's drawing in people to watch. You know, what is the draw in? You know, so they can place their ads, and that the ads are going to be seen. And my personal opinion is, I don't think like the videos like I do on one of my channels, it's going to be it. And another one, those people had already been grandparented in, you know, and it's not exactly, in my view, of what they're saying on their, what is it called, you know, what you can and can't do, that it might not. I think it was something about social issues or something, and theirs is definitely about social issues, but they've already been earning a lot of money, you know, having a lot of ads on there, and they didn't get demonetized. And I don't think that that's going to happen. I'm not sure if I'm going to cross-post this on my channels, you know, instead of making another one. Yeah, that's a problem with having more than one channel. But anyway, speaking of which, I don't think of, you know, that I'm going to have mine ever monetized again anyway. I only did it, like I've said a gazillion times, I think, but to get that scheduled feature, and I don't think that it works that way anymore. I don't know, it might. I really don't know. But you had to be a partner before you could get the scheduling feature before, or something like that. So, way back when, 3.5 years ago. But anyway, so I don't really, am not really thinking that. I spread my videos out to more than one channel, and if combined, yeah, I'd meet those other criteria, but separate, no. So, okay, actually, I think that's enough. I need to go to the store. But I think that's enough for this video. But what are your views on the topic? Don't tell me your view, you know, your thought on what you would do as a brand if you don't have one, because, you know, like copycats, they steal your ideas. Yeah, like just happened to me. So, yeah, but what do you think about it? Do you think that, I mean, to me, it's kind of simple. It makes sense. Yeah, that's one, and I'm saying that it's just my thought. I could be wrong. But that's one thing I think that they're looking for, is that. And I think that it's also, you know, it's the quality of the video, too. You know, like I do these live streams, and then while they're live streams, it looks pretty good. You know, when I'm doing out in some store or something, they look pretty good. But once it becomes a video, they look blurry. Okay, you know, I'm not the one making the video, but they become blurry. And I don't think that would be something that would be, you know, what's the word? That looks good, you know, and then an advertiser would want to put something on that kind of video when it's all like that. Anyway, there's all of the other kind of things, but I'm going to wrap it up. So if you want to subscribe to this channel, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click one of the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you would, and I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.